Thumbs up. If we're live, good to go. Happy holidays, gang. Welcome to our YouTube channel again.
Happy holidays.
Can you make sure we're
Oh no, it's...
Alright. Back to the
Yeah, Ebenezer will just have to move in really close.
yeah.
Nice and cozy.
Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to a chat about the Gold Coast Marathon Festival. Here on my left, we've got
Oh, that's nice and
Georgie
close.
Vesley.
Daughter!
My brother just swiped my leg.
Oh.
That's not too bad. Sorry,
And
Bernice.
then...
And on my right, Bernice Kelly, who is my older but
Much wiser.
a lot more
And fitter.
wiser and fitter sister.
I'm actually the fittest in the family.
That's where I get
Go
my
follow me, Bernice Kelly _.
yeah. She needs a few more
Instagram.
followers.
I got 230.
Bernice, should we start with we're all a part of the Gold Coast Marathon Festival on the weekend, including Bernice's lovely fiance Dan, and I think this is my third or fourth time being a part of the Marathon Festival, but I think it would be your third or fourth.
Like the Gold Coast specifically.
Yes.
No, I think only my second, but yeah, yours probably you've done.
But
maybe.
you've done the half down there?
Oh, actually, no, you're right. Yeah, no, I've done 2 halves there, but never a full.
Yeah. And then Georgie, this is your first.
My debut.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Should we start oldest to youngest or youngest to oldest?
Ooh.
Let's go Bernice.
I reckon oldest because you have to
Oldest.
respect your elders.
All right.
Yes.
So
Gentlemen.
let's just I'm not sold on this. Is that okay? So Bernice Kelly on my right is my older sister, and we grew up together, obviously. Bernice, take us through your running career.
My running career.
Yeah.
It's very professional.
Yeah.
No, I actually probably got into running because of you, Jim, to be honest.
Turn it up.
No, I mean, Jim and I were both into running as kids, if I look back. Cross country, never sprinters.
No, we weren't, or were we?
But I kind of sucked up until year maybe 5. I suddenly got better,
You
to be
didn't
honest.
suck.
No, I'm pretty sure I used to come almost dead last for
No.
a fair few years. I wasn't really good, and I probably wasn't, or I didn't think I was that good. And then for whatever reason, kind of got into it in later primary school, and both Jim and I used to run quite a lot. But yeah, as teenage girls do, kind of lost it a little bit there in high school.
Yep.
More interested in the partying, and then I think it was out of high school, you were running a lot. You were kind of starting your marathon journey, and actually how it really started, if I'm being honest, is we were going to New York I reckon I was 2014.
14. It was 14.
So yeah, exactly 10 years ago, and James was going to do the full marathon, I was going to do the half, and then I realised we looked into it and there is no half when the New York Marathon's on. It's in
That's
another
right.
month. And so James dared me to do a full.
Yeah.
And I'm very much someone that's probably just like my brother, and if someone dares me to do something, I will be doing it.
That's
so
right. I actually remember that.
Actually, to be honest, thinking back about it, it's probably how I started running, and here I am running my third full marathon. So,
That's right. But I remember your New York City Marathon prep.
I don't know if that was really, if I would even count that as a marathon. I had to walk.
Correct me if I'm
most
wrong.
of it.
No, but you still completed it. But,
I think 5 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah. Your prep for it, I still remember your longest run was a 15 kilometre or something.
No, I think I did get up to about 23 was my
I thought
longest
it was-
run. So yeah, anyone training for a marathon, I definitely recommend running
Doing
more
a
than
bit
that.
more, yeah.
But in saying that, it is so much more, not so much more, but it is very much about your mindset as well.
Yeah.
And there was no way I wasn't finishing that marathon on the day, even if I had to crawl across the finish line. So
That's right.
if you can have that mindset, I think
Yeah.
you're winning already.
So that was in 2014. We did the New New York Marathon, and like I still remember it. It was such a surreal run or marathon, right? Because like it's a packed course. The whole 42 kilometers. There's like people lined up. Right?
Yeah.
And then you go through the 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
Which is insane as well. But anyways, and then you did the New York City Marathon 2014, and then you were always running. You probably did like a number of halves and stuff. And then you did your second marathon
in Berlin
marathon.
in 2018, and that was where I probably I think the training by yourself can be. I trained for that one completely by myself, and that was a bit of a struggle.
Tough.
Yeah, and to be honest,
because you were living overseas. You were living over there, weren't you?
Yeah, living in London at the time. But once I finished that marathon, I don't think I ran for about 3 years after that.
What, you just hated?
I just absolutely hated running then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I just wasn't really training with anyone. And yeah, probably wasn't in the best mindset, to be honest. Like, I think it just depends on your stage of life and what fitness you're enjoying, and
the reason why you're actually doing the running.
100%, yeah.
There's
like a purpose behind it.
Yeah. And then, so you did that, and then that was 2018, and then now 6 years later, like, you've obviously found the passion again.
Yes.
And you love it.
Yeah.
Maybe even like to a point where I would probably say more than me sometimes, and that's saying something.
Probably the long distances I love.
The long distance, yeah. And also, like, it's what I'm about to say is just the truth, and it's not a criticism towards Dan, but you have dragged him into it.
I have. My poor fiance. I actually asked him the other day, because we've only been together maybe a little over 3 years, and I asked him the other day, like, did you ever like have a goal to run a marathon? Because he's obviously doing it with me on Sunday. Did you ever have a goal to run a marathon? He said, nah, before I met you, I'd run 11K, and I thought I was the king. So the poor guy.
And now he's done a half.
Yeah.
And then now he's about to embark on his first marathon.
Yeah. And he's still the king.
Can I just say though, and I think this will kind of bring it back to like hybrid type training, which is obviously what we always talk about. Like looking at my times of even like the halves I did back 10 years ago compared to now, the difference in them, and I do put a lot of that down to like the strength and conditioning type training that I've done over the last few years, and probably like the more hybrid type workouts that I obviously get from JK Hybrid.
Well, I think, agreed.
Yeah, I think they honestly like are so beneficial to, if you're someone who like running is your main sport, which is probably mine, and then hybrid's probably second.
Yeah.
I think they just go hand in hand, hey? Like, I think they can so help each other.
Yeah. I think like to go off that, the strength and the strength that your body gets from doing hybrid training for running, especially in your torso and your hips and your glutes, is really, really key for like something like your core, like for your marathon, like back end of the marathon, and like long distance endurance. So 100%. Absolutely, because you've been running for X amount of years, but you've also been doing like functional fitness for so long as well.
Yeah, but I definitely think like the hybrid type, more endurance stuff that we probably all do now is definitely even more beneficial than like the functional type HIIT.
Yeah, like F45.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's about that endurance piece, like you say.
Yeah.
That you really do need for a marathon. It's probably one of the most important things.
And what's your goal for Sunday? Or okay, well.
I don't know if I talk about goals in public.
That's all good, but like, what's your like? I don't know, like, this is your third marathon.
What was your PB before? Have you said that?
So Berlin, I did 4 hours 50 when I was really wanting 4:30, but
it wasn't happening. So okay. They're all
look, I'd
spam
probably, I
things.
think Dan and I would love to break a 4 this time
Love
around.
to break a 4.
Yeah.
Love to break a 4, but
Yeah.
we'll see how you go.
We will see.
Yeah.
Can't say
Yeah.
I've done it till I've done it.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I liked your answer there rather than just telling us. Yeah, cool.
Anyway, but you guys are doing the half.
We are doing the
Last
half.
minute
We are
tickets.
doing the half. We do have, we did get last minute tickets. Yeah, well, as I said, we're going oldest to youngest, so my turn now. Georgie's last.
Georgie's dead last.
Yeah.
But if Dan was here, he'd be
Yeah.
definitely
Oh, yeah.
first.
He's definitely first. So, yeah, this is, I can't remember, this is my, yeah, I can't remember how many half marathons I've done, but it's interesting. Last night I actually had a look up all my marathons, half marathons, 10Ks, even 5Ks through a website that you can check all your times that you've done for life, right? And it was fascinating to go back to like when I was a proper runner. It was like, it came up with like 8 years ago, which is fascinating. Like 8-9 years ago, I was like running, I ran 6 marathons. I did like half marathons every bloody second weekend. Now, 8 years down the track, obviously transitioning into a bit more of the hybrid space. It'll be interesting to see how I get on Saturday. So we're racing Saturday, Georgie and I, and then Bernice racing Sunday. Bernice and Dan racing Sunday, which I'm excited for. We haven't had it's not as if we've had the perfect like half marathon preparation, but as Bernice just said, the training that we do in the sport of Hyrox, facilitates and helps out with, especially a half marathon and a marathon, because you're doing a lot of endurance anyway. I'll be honest, I'm so glad I am doing the half marathon and not the marathon. I'm excited to just full send a half. And we'll see how we go. I'm not gonna put a time out
I was
there.
just going to ask what he
No, I'm not gonna put a time
When
out
was the
there.
last time you did a half?
Yeah, when you looked
8 years ago.
Oh, really? That long ago?
Yeah, 8 years ago.
And
And
what time did you do
Cairns
that?
was a full. Yeah.
Cairns was a full.
Yes.
What did you do in Cairns?
So I did a 3 hour and pretty much a 3 hour and 1 minute
How much did that annoy
marathon. Yeah, bloody a lot.
It was like 3 hours 50 seconds or some
Yeah,
shit.
I couldn't believe that. And then
what's your half PB though?
my half PB is 1:17:15. So, to be honest, like we're not out there to not do as well as we can. So I'd be happy with anything faster than that. So hopefully a sub 1:17. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. I'm excited to just get out there.
Gold Coast is renowned for PBs. So
Well, it's it's
I
fast
think
course.
we're all in
Yeah,
for a treat.
yeah.
It is pretty flat.
And that's me. Georgie Vesley. So actually, we've transitioned from like Bernice and I who have like got brought up with a lot of running, to Georgie Vesley, who has pretty much just stepped foot in the arena in the last year.
Yeah.
Would you say year?
Well, my first half was last June. When was Cairns?
Cairns Marathon. It was like
September.
no, it was pretty much like this time last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So training for that, probably like 2 months prior was when I first started like properly running over actually like 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers at a time, yeah.
And obviously really enjoyed it last year. Kind of got the bug that everyone gets, which was exciting. And then from then till now, like I guess a lot has happened in terms of like my training and running ability. So it'll be interesting to see the progression just with everything that I've sort of done in the last 12 months. But obviously I've been training like the hybrid way as well, with like a lot of running components, but a lot of strength, endurance and everything to sort of strengthen the muscles that I need to run stronger and faster. So it'll be cool to see. I think I did
What did you do?
150 because I beat you by
That's right.
about 40 seconds.
That's right. I did a 150.
You did a half marathon like the week before.
I did the Gold Coast half.
And you did a what?
A 149.40 or something.
And then you did a...
I think you literally did like 150.
I did like exactly a minute slower than you.
Yeah.
And because I had the goal to beat Bernice, and then I remember like the last like 5 kilometers, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually like on track to do this, and then I like went so hard and I just could not hold on.
Almost there, yeah.
So we'll see.
What's your goal this time?
Just to beat that.
just to beat...
Actually, no, you've got a new PB of 144, so to beat that.
Yeah. You just want to beat Bernice. That's your ultimate
I reckon
goal.
you will. Like, I reckon you've got the threshold training under your belt, plus you've got the advantage of a nice flat course.
Yeah,
unless
that's
this
true.
weather stays like this, like...
Yeah.
We'll all be
Training
blown into the ocean.
It's it'll be interesting because like Georgie and Bernice, like actually just on that note, it's fascinating for me to have a sister, and obviously I've had a sister all my life.
Oh yeah.
Who's who's almost who's fucking, sorry to swear, but who's as competitive as I am, if not more. And then now, like for the last 2 years or almost 2 years, have a girlfriend who is literally like insanely competitive with every little thing that we do, and put them two together now. It's a pretty
it's a dog fight.
It's a pretty spicy I don't know. Environment, yeah. Which is good. But Georgie,
we'll see.
but like as I said, we haven't trained for this specifically, but what we've been doing from the Hyrox training point of view has been just excessive volume of running, threshold running, and also on top of that, all that hybrid stuff that Bernice was just talking about, which is going to be fascinating for all of us to see how that can, help out or not. I've got no doubt that you're going to smash what you did this time last year, because you literally started 2 months prior, starting out doing 5 kilometers at a time. Now some of your threshold runs are you're running those thresholds. You're doing like 12 kilometers at a time of thresholds, and then your long runs, etc., etc. So it'll be interesting. Got a feeling like the actual marathon and half, it's going to be like, I'm pretty sure they get like thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
It's massive. I think it's the most,
biggest in Oz.
It's the biggest in Oz. I'm pretty sure it's the only Australian marathon festival or marathon that is like deemed a qualifying marathon for like the Olympics or like for like Commonwealth Games or whatever. So
I think Sydney might.
No, Sydney wants to be.
Like, they're trying to become one of those avid stages. Yeah.
So that's why they get this weekend. You'll get like the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
It'll be awesome. Yeah, it'll be good. So it's Wednesday, so we got a few more days until the weekend, and we'll get going, and looking forward to it. Hey, and after that, obviously we've got what
a lot coming up.
Well, first of all, there is a lot. Like, we're gonna go backwards this time. Georgie, what's next for you after this half marathon?
Got doubles with Bernice at Hyrox Sydney.
Yep.
And then a solo race in Hyrox Brisbane in August.
Yeah. So we're pretty much going back to back, like a race every month for the next couple of months, which is cool.
Yeah, gives you a good goal.
Yep.
What about you?
I'm the same, yep. Sydney race at the moment. I'm locked in for that, and then Brisbane race, and then we'll see after that. Actually, no, after the Brisbane race, I've got a race with Dan at his Bucks party. That is the most important. We're actually going to have, his mates are going to hate me. I'm going to come up with some stupid competitions.
Yeah, but like they just won't involve themselves in the competition.
Yeah, I'll be the only ones, and then I'll win, which it's all about.
They'll be like, yeah, good idea, James. You go run that.
If it's a drinking competition, though, you will not win.
No. I'll die. No. But we've got the Sydney High Rocks, which, as Georgie just said, Bernice and Georgie are doing doubles together.
Dan's doing singles.
You're
doing singles. So
I'm doing singles. Yeah. And then we got Brisbane High Rocks, with where we're all competing, and then the weekend after is Bernice's Hens, and then
right?
Dan's Bucks, which is aligned. It has aligned very well.
It has aligned. We may have planned it that way.
Yes.
May or may not.
But so Bernice, what's next for you? Obviously the doubles with Georgie in about a month's time.
And then singles as well, High Rocks Brisbane, and Dan and I are also doing mixed doubles, High Rocks Brisbane. So that will be.
I forgot you're doing two.
Yeah, solo race.
So I've already told Dan that he will be doing most of the stations, because I think.
But will it be
the doubles
before?
Mix comes before.
Denise thinks it will be.
I think it is. So it'll be like a warm up.
You're crazy, hey?
Yeah.
I did do 2 in a day, but like, I find it fascinating when people are just like, yeah, I'll do 2 in a day, or even 2 in a weekend.
James, what are your thoughts on Deca? Answer after as well.
What are your thoughts on Deca?
Bro was on a double date.
Cowabunga, thanks, brother. Cowabunga Master, great question, and actually that leads us into kind of like an announcement. I'll answer, like, mate. I think Deca is a great test. To be completely honest, I've never done one, so I'm always the one to say, like, I won't give my opinion on things unless like in terms of fitness and sports and stuff, unless I've kind of dabbled in it myself. But I think it's a great event because it's not polar opposite, but you can't compare Deca and High Rocks. Like, I think people still think you can, or you think that they're very similar. Totally different. Obviously with the time domain as well being a lot shorter, but I'm keen to get stuck into it. Like, on that note, Cowabunga Master. We're back in Australia now, which is super cool, and we for the last 18 months, and I say we, like myself obviously, and then Georgie, my beautiful girlfriend, my sister who's been a part of
My beautiful sister
who's been a part of like what I've been doing for the last 18 months. Like, we've been waiting for like hybrid to really get going down under here. It really hasn't yet. Obviously Melbourne race on the weekend was awesome, an awesome start to the year. But hybrid sport has not really launched down under yet. And what we're going to do from now on is really start some momentum with hybrid sport.
That's a great intro.
Hybrid Sport Media.
Hybrid Sport Media. All right, Hybrid Sport Media. Now,
I'll give a little intro to what it is.
Bernice, please explain what Hybrid Sport Media is.
Hybrid Sport Media. We will be bringing you the latest news, the latest updates, some tips and tricks, all focused on hybrid as a sport, because as Jim said, it is really starting to hit the ground down under. But we'll be focusing on Australia, New Zealand, really the APAC region, so Asia Pacific region, where we feel like it is really going to gain some momentum. So go give us a follow, Hybrid Sport Media on Instagram. And that's Hybrid Media. You can jump on our website. It has not been launched yet, but the link is there in the Instagram profile, or hybridsportmedia.com. Sign up to our updates, because that will be coming to your ears and your eyes.
Ears and eyes
very
very
soon.
shortly.
Yes.
Yeah, we're super excited because we understand, and I'm biased. I'm a Aussie true and true, and we're the first to say that. Obviously, there's been so much attention worldwide with Hyrox and Deca in America, in Europe, in the UK, but it's about time that we Aussies and APAC and the APAC region, get stuck into this sport because we love it and we're going to help you understand it. So
That was great.
that's a wrap. And Hybrid Sport Media on Instagram. All right, it's on my Instagram if you follow me already. So, yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
about it.
team.
Thanks for
Thank you.
watching. I don't know if you saw, but all those messages
The
were all
spam.
spams.
Someone
Yeah.
told me I needed to go to the gym. I don't know if that's a compliment.
What someone said it here.
No, it's a spam. They're all spam.
How about you go to the gym?
Yeah. Loser.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we'll talk soon. Thanks for
All right.
watching,
Thank you.
and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.